Stress is something we all deal with. Whether it's work deadlines, lack of sleep, or just everyday pressure, it can build up quickly. And if you've ever looked for ways to relax, you've probably seen people recommending essential oils, lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, all claiming to reduce stress and calm your mind. But do they actually work, or is it just another wellness trend? I wanted a real answer, so I decided to test several popular essential oils every single day for a full week. No assumptions, no placebo mindset, just honest results. In this video, I'll show you exactly what I tried, what actually helped, and what didn't make any noticeable difference at all. Before I jump into the results, here's how I tested everything, because this part really matters. I didn't just smell each oil once and call it a day. I used them in real-life situations where stress actually shows up. That meant testing them during work, when I felt pressure building; in the evening, when I needed to unwind; and before bed, when relaxation is key. For most of the oils, I used a diffuser so the scent filled the room. For sleep tests, I added a couple of drops to my pillow. I also paid attention to a few specific things. My mood, did I feel calmer or not? My heart rate, did my body actually relax? And how easy it was to switch off mentally. The goal wasn't perfection, it was to see if these oils made a noticeable difference in real, everyday stress. Let's start with the most popular one, lavender. Lavender is basically the go-to oil for relaxation. If essential oils work, this one should work, right? I used it in a diffuser before bed for 3 nights in a row. The result? It helped, but only slightly. I found that I relaxed a bit faster, and falling asleep felt just a little easier. It wasn't dramatic, but it was noticeable enough to say it had some effect. However, during the day, it was a completely different story. I tried using lavender while working through a stressful task, and honestly, it didn't really do much. My stress levels stayed about the same. So my takeaway, lavender is subtle. It's useful for bedtime and winding down, but it's not going to rescue you in the middle of a stressful day. Next up, peppermint. Now, peppermint is often recommended for focus and energy rather than relaxation, but I wanted to see how it behaves under stress. So I used it during a high-pressure work session. And the result was actually quite surprising. Instead of calming me down, peppermint made me feel more alert, almost sharper. Which sounds good, but if you're already stressed, that extra alertness can actually make the feeling more intense. So peppermint isn't a stress reliever. It's more like a productivity booster. If you need to focus, it might help, but if you're trying to relax, this is probably not the oil you want. Then I moved on to eucalyptus. I tested this one during the day when I was feeling physically tense, tight shoulders, shallow breathing, that kind of stress. Eucalyptus didn't directly calm my mind. But what it did do was make breathing feel easier and more open. And interestingly, that had a small knock-on effect. When your breathing improves, your body naturally starts to relax a bit. So while eucalyptus isn't a direct stress reliever, it supports your body in calming down. Think of it more as indirect help rather than a quick fix. Next was chamomile. Chamomile is often associated with calmness, especially in tea form, so I was curious to see if the oil version had a stronger effect. I used it mainly before bed. The result? Very mild. It was slightly calming, but only if I was already in a relaxed state. It didn't take me from stress to calm, it just gently supported relaxation that was already there. During the day though, it didn't make any noticeable difference at all. So chamomile feels more like a background support rather than something you actively rely on. Finally, the one that surprised me the most, frankincense. I tested this during a particularly stressful evening when I actually needed something to work. And this time, I noticed a clear difference. Within a short period, I felt calmer. My thoughts slowed down, and it became easier to mentally step away from stress. It wasn't overwhelming or instant, but compared to the other oils, it stood out the most. This really highlighted something important. Not all oils affect everyone the same way, and sometimes the one you least expect ends up working best for you. So after 7 days of testing, here's what I learned. First, most essential oils have subtle effects. They're not instant stress cures, they're more like supportive tools. Second, some oils don't reduce stress at all, they just change your state. Peppermint is a great example. It boosts focus, but doesn't calm you down. Third, timing matters. An oil that works at night might do nothing during the day. And finally, the biggest takeaway, it's very individual. Frankincense worked best for me, but for someone else, it could be completely different. So do essential oils work? Yes, but not in the way people often expect. They won't eliminate stress on their own, but they can be a helpful addition to a bigger routine. Things like good sleep, taking breaks, and simple breathing techniques still matter far more. Think of essential oils as a small boost, not the whole solution. If you're interested in trying them yourself, start simple. Pick 1 or 2 oils, test them in different situations, and pay attention to how you actually feel, not what you expect to feel. That's the only way to know if they work for you. I'll be testing more oils and other natural stress relief methods in future videos, so if you want to see what actually works and what doesn't, make sure to subscribe. I'm also curious, have you tried essential oils for stress? What worked for you, and what didn't? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like, it really helps me keep making videos like this.